Well, hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barrentine. Some interesting things happening here out in the tropics. We've got, of course, Gabrielle, which is headed out to sea. That one's not an issue, but you see there's two other ones that are in the Atlantic, and they're going to be developing awfully close together, and they're kind of in a very weird situation here. And this is going to lead to some confusion with the forecasting. I mean, it's going to be very hard to forecast this. So let me just throw that out there. I don't believe that either of those will get to the Gulf. So let me just get that right out of the way. But it's going to be really hard to tell exactly what these things are going to do through time because they're going to be so close together. They're going to interfere with each other and kind of interact with each other in ways that we typically don't see, and going to be very hard. I mean, already is very hard for the models to handle. They're not doing a very good job with it, bouncing back and forth between a lot of solutions, and can't really blame them. It's a very weird situation. So here is Friday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see two swirls there, one north of Hispaniola. And let me go and get my, I guess I know not on screen to point things out here. Let's see if I can. Whoops, wrong one. Let me get my pointer out here. That's what I'm looking for. So you see two different systems here swirling away. One a little farther out, one basically on the islands there around Hispaniola. This will continue to work its way north here Saturday afternoon. We still see a swirl going over here. I see the on the modeling here, another swirl going over here. And I'll keep putting this into motion, and now we'll go to Sunday afternoon. And you can still see two distinct swirls showing up here on this model. One here over the Turks and Caicos, the other one out over the open Atlantic. And then we'll continue to go through time. Now they're starting to get closer. This is starting to get really interesting on Monday afternoon. Now some of the flow is starting to come together. They're starting to kind of melt together a little bit. Now, one of the funny questions I get asked when I do school visits, I get this question asked all the time. In a situation like this, you know, one storm may get absorbed. It looks like this one of the storms may get absorbed into the other. Will that make the storm that's left stronger? Like, you know, it's sort of powering up, leveling up. No, because it disrupts the flow so badly, it weakens both systems. So it's not a good thing for these storms to do this. And it looks like eventually they'll combine into one system. So one system will absorb the other. We'll see which one does it. It's showing most of the models I've been seeing show the one that's kind of more out in the Atlantic, absorbing the system, the smaller system that's closer to the Bahamas. That would be the better scenario because most likely it would stay completely offshore at that point. But this isn't the only scenario, and this is going to be a really weird situation over the next few days watching this whole situation develop. I mean, once again, I'll go back in time here to Sunday evening, and there's two distinct swirls in the Atlantic. They're not too far apart. So it's going to be a very strange situation seeing how all this works out. See if they do watch what happens right here. Watch how they kind of come together and combine. Basically, one gets absorbed by the other. The interesting situation to see how this works out. But once again, it won't affect the Gulf, so we are perfectly quiet. We're looking pretty good out there today. You do see some pretty big rain showers and storms to the north of us. It's all part of a front that is marching southward. In fact, since I've drawn this in, it's actually marched a little farther to the south. It's down in Arkansas now, and it's headed our way, and it will bring us showers and storms. Now, today we'll probably get a few scattered showers or spotty showers in the afternoon, about 20 to 30% chance today. It's not a big chance today. Watch what happens tomorrow. We go to tomorrow morning, a few showers around showing up early on, 9 a.m. showing a few showers, noontime showing a few showers. But you notice it's not like one big line. It looks like we're going to have off and on sort of spotty showers throughout the day on Thursday. It does look like we'll get multiple opportunities though, and that's the hope. I'm going to go back a little bit here because this is on the modeling so far, this is the most significant line in storms I've seen with the Thursday rain right around 8 o'clock. So we need that rain. So whatever we can get will be helpful there. Heat index, we're out ahead of it today, so it's just going to be hot. The heat index should be well up into the upper 90s today. Might have a couple of showers out there. That's why you see the 12 and 1 o'clock numbers a little bit lower. The afternoon plan, we're going to be in the upper 80s to near 90 today. Once again, a few light showers are going to be possible. We'll take whatever rain we can get because we are down. We're down pretty significantly this month. 3¾ of an inch of rain down in the month of September, and the deficit on the year. Now, we had a surplus, a really good surplus a couple months ago, and we've completely whittled that away, and now we're in a drought. So we're in a drought. The rain coming tomorrow, I do not believe, or what rain we get today, will not break this drought. Now, it could kind of hit the pause button on it and give us an opportunity to catch up. But, a drought, you get into it fairly slowly, and you tend to get out of it fairly slowly, too. You need consistency. Even if you get one decent day of rain, if it doesn't rain again for 2 more weeks, and it hasn't done you a whole lot of good. So we'll see how it works out. But once again, the best chance of rain is going to be tomorrow. We do have some scattered showers today. Better chance of rain for tomorrow. And then Friday, probably a few showers left over, mainly in the morning. And then after that, some drier air comes in for the upcoming weekend. But you notice it still stays hot. So after that front passes, it's not the fall front we're all waiting on. It's not the one that's going to drop our highs down into the 70s. It's not going to do that. In fact, Saturday and Sunday will be right back into the upper 80s, right back to hot and toasty temperatures. It won't be as humid, so that's a good thing, but still going to be pretty warm this weekend. And, if you want to go take the boat out, go to the beach, go for a swim, Saturday and Sunday you'll be able to do that. So we're not past the summer season yet. We are still in it, even though the calendar is flipped over to fall. We are still dealing with summertime weather. Now, looking further down the line, let me go and pull where's the 10-day up? So I'll go and give you a quick look at the 10-day forecast here and what I'm anticipating in the long range. Of course, 1 week from today, next Wednesday, will be the start of October. So October is knocking on the door, so to speak. So it's that following Wednesday. You see down that sidebar there. Let me get this full screen. And but you still notice next week, even after Wednesday, where it's October 1st, still pretty warm. I'm talking upper 80s middle of next week. So like I said, we still don't have fall on the board yet. Even though we're moving towards October, I don't see the big fall outbreak just yet. It'll happen, but it's not here yet. So we'll keep an eye out for it. Thank you so much for tuning in to Fox 10. We'll catch you soon.